Now, Afghanistan seems to be slipping back to the 90s rule of the Taliban because the Islamist group's assurances of softer stance for women have fallen flat on the face. There are now new rules for the girls and women of the country. First, the Afghanistan Education Minister said that the Taliban regime is not against women's education, but opposes men and women studying together. The minister called for the end of co-education because it goes against the Islamic values.
د اشغال یو بده خاطره چې موږ ته په تحصیلي میدان کې پاتې ده هغه دا چې دلته مخلوط تعلیم او دا د افغانانو د رواج او عنعنو مخالف هم او د اسلامي اصول سره په تضاد کې هم.
Taliban proposes separate buildings for the two genders, also different timings. The minister says in case this is not possible, then a partition will be required in classes. The Taliban has issued a diktat disallowing women from travelling alone for longer distances. In another instance of hardliners reimposing regressive and bizarre laws, the latest diktat says that women should not be offered road transport for more than 72 kilometers unless and until they are accompanied by a close male relative. Women rights activists have sharply criticized the new guidelines that have been issued by the ministry for the promotion of virtue and prevention of vice. It is to be noted that the ministry is headquartered at the site where once Afghanistan's Women's Welfare Ministry stood. The Virtue and Vice Ministry has also called on vehicle owners to refuse rides to women without a hijab. The move follows the Taliban's barring women from returning to work and girls from returning back to secondary schooling. The Taliban's move comes at a time when it's seeking to project a moderate image internationally in a bid to restore suspension of aids and more donations. Apart from this, people have been asked not to play music in their vehicles. A few weeks ago, the Taliban banned broadcast of soap operas and movies featuring women and mandated hijabs for female journalists. Over the last 20 years, women in Afghanistan have fought for their rights and equality. All of these gains wiped out in just a matter of months. The Taliban promised women rights, but over the last few months, they've failed to ensure it. Girls have not returned to schools. Women do not have the freedom to work, the freedom of movement, or to participate in public life. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.